you an additional update. And I say update because it's not completely resolved, but I think you've been informed that SWAT was able to successfully extract the 2 police officers that were trapped upstairs, as well as 3 prisoners. And they were all taken out safely thus far. However, this male is still holed up inside here. We were talking to him for one of the first times, basically no more than 30 or 40 minutes ago, making a little bit of progress. It appeared that his attorney was on a 3-way line, was trying to assure him that, we weren't here to harm him. But after that, conversation ceased. But we do know that he's still alive. Just trying to appeal to him, that he's got a reason that he needs to come out and surrender. Right now, we have gone from a hostage situation to a barricade because all of the hostages were taken out safely. And I can't say enough about what all the responders did, but most importantly, what SWAT did and all their support, Homeland Security and everyone there that was involved, as well as everyone that assisted in negotiations. But again, we've still got a situation that is not completely resolved. We still want to get this male out, obviously unscathed. We don't know if he's injured. In my conversations with him, it doesn't appear that he is, but I'm not sure. So we will keep you apprised, but didn't want to keep you in the dark about where we were and have you just have to speculate about the status regarding the police officers and the hostages. We are very, very lucky with 6 police officers shot in one incident. It is remarkable that, I believe a couple of them have been released already. And so it is nothing short of astounding that in such a confined space that we didn't have more of a tragedy than we did. So we're so thankful that they were able to get out. We were able to get the other folks out. The prisoners that were in there are also unharmed. And I don't even know miraculously how that happened because there were multiple gunshots fired. He fired shots while I was on location. He hasn't done so in a while. So we're optimistic that that means he's starting to understand that, there's some benefit to him coming out and surrendering. But we still don't know if that's going to be the case. So I'm in a better position to take some more questions right now than I was before because our people are around there and they'll keep me updated as we go forward. All right?
How many officers have been discharged? How many officers have been discharged?
How many? You know what? All of them? Okay, so I just walked around the corner. That's my update. I never even got a chance to get up to Einstein, and regrettably, I feel bad about that. And I apologize to those officers and their families that I didn't get a chance to do that. I hope they can understand why, given the circumstances with 2 of their fellow comrades that were trapped inside. So my apologies to them for not being able to see how they were doing while they were in the ER.
Just to clarify, one officer in Einstein.
One has been admitted, they're telling me. One has been admitted in Einstein. But that was a car accident, apparently. Apparently, all the gunshot wounds, these officers will be able to, So we'll clear all that up as we go forward, particularly relative to names and so forth. But right now, we need to get you the circumstance. As you know, this was a narcotics warrant that went awry almost immediately, and the officers came under fire. The reason they were in different parts of the house is a protocol, the way they search to make sure safely that they can secure every part of the house as quickly as they can. And unfortunately, some got trapped upstairs, and those are the ones we were talking about. I think they were taking gunfire upstairs as well. So again, it's nothing short of a miracle that we don't have multiple officers killed today. So we're so thankful for that. Somebody over here had a question?
How did the 2 officers get out?
Well, SWAT did that. They were so adept at doing that. They've got a skill set that they were able to utilize tonight, and they were able to use stealth to do it. And it was absolutely remarkable the way they did it, to watch that unfold, and to do so in large part without him being aware, or at least we don't think he was aware. And so their bravery, as well as the bravery of every other officer that took fire today, because they took fire today as well. Just about everybody at that scene did at some point in time. So we've got, once we get him out, we will have a very, very expansive crime scene that we will be at for hours and hours. As you can clearly see, it's clearly not the most optimal circumstance, but obviously officers did return fire initially, and There were different bouts of fires he was firing throughout the course of this encounter. All right, folks.
I had the opportunity over the last number of hours to listen to the transmissions on the radio, and I could tell you our police officers are not only talented but brave. That was an amazing, intense number of hours going back and forth, listening to gunshots over the radio, listening to officers whispering upstairs because they didn't want the shooter to know where they were located. It was just a riveting experience. But our officers need help. They need help. They need help with gun control. They need help with keeping these weapons out of these people's hands. I mean, I told you earlier the two little boys the officer had his head grazed just a little bit more, and those two little boys will grow up and out with their dad because this government, both on the federal and state level, don't want to do anything about getting these guns off the streets and getting them out of the hands of criminals. This guy is clearly a criminal. He is a criminal, and he had apparently a long record, which I'm not sure if I don't have it in front of me, but has been involved in the criminal justice system before, and he was able to get these weapons and a large magazine, a large amount of bullets. Whether it's our 6 officers who were shot, or it's some 15, 17, 20-year-old kid on the streets of Philadelphia who gets shot with guns that shouldn't be in people's hands. And it's aggravating, it's saddening, and it's just something that we need to do something about. And if the state and federal government don't want to stand up to the NRA and some other folks, then let us police ourselves. But they preempt us on all kinds of gun control legislation. Our officers deserve to be protected, and they don't deserve to be shot at by a guy for hours with an unlimited supply of weapons and an unlimited supply of bullets. So it's disgusting, and we got to do something about it, and we need to do something about it quickly.
When was the last time this number of officers have been shot at in one incident?
Had to be moved, right?
Yeah, and it may be move situation. I can't think of one where, and over such a prolonged period of time, because it wasn't like there was just an initial volley of shots upon entry. This went on long after I got there, and so I've not seen that in years. And John and I have been on 30 years.
Yeah, nothing.
And
Move.
I've not seen that.
Moved, so you're referencing all the way back to 85. Okay.
Hey, listen, somebody upstairs was watching over these cops today. 6 cops, all shot, and they're all released and going home to their families. There could very well be 3 coffins leaving here and 3 leaving from Einstein. We can't have this. Too many guns out there. We need more support out there. We need the community support. Step up. We're there for you. Come out, tell us what you need, and we'll get it done. We have the resources. We need cooperation. We need backing, especially in certain offices in the city. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll also keep you guys updated on Twitter. Keep following us on Twitter. We'll keep, even if we just tell you it's the status quo, we'll make sure you keep doing it.